Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hello, everyone. Good morning. Today it's gonna be kind of a chill day, actually. And if you want to know why it's gonna be a chill day, it's because I literally woke up an hour ago. That's why the stream's a little late. It was planned to be like slightly late, although I was surprisingly on time. Like I had the thumbnail finished, everything was set up really fast. I had a stream idea. I knew what I was doing. And then I got distracted by watching Stan Twitter videos. Like, not even videos on Stan Twitter. Like, on those YouTube videos where it's like Stan Twitter and then it's like your microwave when the food is done. And it's that video of Normani, you know. I was all invested in that for some reason. But I decided, and this was one of the first stream plans I ever made, was to do a stream just conveying my opinion. So we've got Tier Maker here. We've also got some BuzzFeed quizzes in case, you know, we need a little bit of a break. But I kind of want this to be a separate stream because that's also going to be like just super fun. And it'll be kind of weird for a stream called Opinions to randomly take us to BuzzFeed quizzes. Well, I guess it wouldn't be that weird. But. However, my webcam is funky. However, the number one thing that we want to do today is to have fun. So let's do that. Yes, okay, there we go. I was just adjusting something in my streaming software. We're good. So what we're going to do is we are going to select. I don't know actually which one. Part of me is tempted to do food and drink because that's always fun, but I'm also a super picky eater, so it's like how interesting is that going to be, really? Music templates, again, I know like 4 people. K-pop templates, again, for I only know girl groups. They're going to be like, what do you think of EXO? And I will be like, Power was good. I know it's like, that's a controversial opinion right there, actually, because I know a lot of people think Power sucks. And I don't think Power is that good of a song by itself, but when it's mixed with like Red Velvet and Luna, it's so good. Because it's like, you put that higher, gotta be nope, that's completely wrong. I was thinking entirely of the wrong mashup. That's like Cheer Up X Fire. Not actually, EXO is actually nowhere in that mashup. I love mashups. Shout out to the Monkey Squad. Here, let's just go to video game templates and see if there's something interesting. Boop bop bop a doop bop a beep beep. What can we do? What can we do? Ooh, controllers. I love being new to controllers. Okay. So this is gonna. Ooh, it's gone. This S tier is gonna be awesome. Orange tier is gonna be grape. It's gonna be okay. Nah. It's like the nah. It's like D is for don't touch me. Okay. So first, let's start off. We're gonna go in like order. So, excuse me. The Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. I'm gonna give these an okay. Actually, no, they're gonna get a meh. Because it's like, actually no, they get an okay. I like the implementation. I like the customizability. I think they're very fun, and I think they're a good idea. But they're just so tiny, dude. We don't need a fucking Switch Pro. We need a Switch XL because they're just so little. I literally can't do anything. Like, someone hands me one, and I'm like, fuck, okay, this is the worst thing ever. Also, you know, no D-pad. Although I think I'm less of a, you know, a person who's like, I need a D-pad. Because, like, honestly, I don't really need a D-pad. I think it's fine, but that's the thing, that it's just fine. I definitely prefer a D-pad, but I'll be honest, I don't know what the difference is. I guess it's just, like, easier to slide down, but I don't know. I'm looking at my Switch right now, and I'm just, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's just a little too small. The Xbox 360 controller. I'll give this one a grape. It's a good classic controller. I don't like how the joysticks are offset. But ultimately, when I used my Xbox 360 for like 4 times, it was a perfectly serviceable controller. There wasn't anything wrong with it. The feel was fine. It was good. The Xbox original controller. I've actually never used it, but just by looking at it, I can say, yeah, don't touch me. I don't know what's going on with this shape or these buttons. I'm not a fan of any of these things that are going on right now. It's just all bad. Why is it so bulbous for no reason? I don't like it. Super NES controller. We're gonna give it another okay. This one, it's like we're gonna get to the NES controller because I have some shit to say. But I think the SNES controller is a solid okay. You know, it's still it's bigger than the Joy-Cons. There's more room. There's more buttons. It's nice. It's definitely it's the first step towards modern controllers. But ultimately, it doesn't do anything flashy or fantastic, and it's still just like a flat piece of plastic. Like, there's nothing about it that like really conforms to your hands. Comfort wasn't really put into mind when people were making it. It was okay. I certainly didn't mind it, but ultimately, it's just like, you know, it really is just like an uncomfortable flat piece of plastic that has to go in your hands and doesn't do anything for you. DualShock controller, specifically the PS4 one. Yes, I love this thing so much. I would say it's better than like the Xbox One controller, which I know a lot of people swear by. And honestly, I've been meaning to get one just because I think it'll probably be easier to connect to like my computer or like my phone or things like that. But that's what I did with this. Is I would just like back when I worked a retail job, I would bring my DualShock to work, hook it up to my phone, and then I would just play games while standing at the self checkout. And it was great. The problem is that it was just super finicky and a lot of stuff isn't built for the PS4 controller. Whereas I feel like, you know, since the Xbox is made by Microsoft, that one's just kind of more meant to connect to things, whereas the PS4 can just kind of connect to things incidentally. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. But that's where I'm at. Is this the Master System controller? We'll give it an okay. That's a lot of buttons that it doesn't really need. See, this is what I was talking about, where I was like, there's too many buttons. I wasn't talking about that. I don't know why I just said that. But it's like, actually, no, we'll put it like a step above the SNES controller and the Switch, because it's like, you know, the Switch, it has like beveled edges and curves that are meant to make it more comfortable for your hands, but ultimately the size and shape are not friends. But this, it's like, you know, it's not just flat. There's like a curve to it. There's a way to hold it, you know. It's not perfect, and I don't really have any sort of like fondness or attachment to it that would make me want to put it higher or lower. It's perfectly serviceable, which is basically what the okay tier is all about. Now, the Sega Genesis controller, everything I just said, but it has fewer buttons. Granted, in a lot of the games that it had, all three of those buttons would do the same thing. Like, I would play Sonic, and I would get so pissed off that A, B, and C would all just jump. Like, it made me angry. Physically angry. I don't know why. But I have a lot of nostalgic memories of this controller in specific. I love it. I adore it very, very much. It is great. It is great. Wii U touchpad. So I want to give it more credit than it deserves, just because I do have like some fond memories of it. I remember it was like the first console I ever bought with my own money, even if it wasn't technically my own money. It was like money my parents had given me that I had saved up. So, you know, I'd like earned it, even if I didn't really, you know. And it was a refurb, so I was very proud and excited to get it. It was the first console I remember wanting for like a really long time. Because like everything else, like I just kind of got. Like I would say, can I get a Wii? And then like I would get a Wii. Or can I get the Nintendo GameCube? Then I got the Nintendo GameCube. But the Wii U was the first one where my parents were like, do you really need that? And even I was like, no, not really, but it's neat. Because like even I knew it was a dog shit library at like age 13, whenever this came out. I don't remember. When did it come out? How old was it? How old would I have been? Because I'm 19 now, so. But, however, it was a piece of shit. The Wii U as a whole was a piece of shit. The library was ass. The games were okay at best. I liked that it was like a very Switch moment where it's like I didn't have to like turn on all of my devices to play it. I could just sort of sit on my bed. Even if like the distance you could travel with it was not great, it didn't need to be, because it could reach it in the bathroom and it could reach it in the bedroom of my little enclosure. So it was great for me. But even I can concede, like, it was not phenomenal. You know what? No, we're going to give it a meh. Also because it hurt. It was just so big and bulky and hurt, and it just felt like so much it just felt so bulky. It was the first time where it's like it was too big, which is a rarity for someone who has hands like me. You see, which I know you guys can't see, but I had it hurt. And I also like that it was like kind of the last console where Nintendo stopped putting all these weird features in it. Like the Switch doesn't have a microphone, it doesn't have a camera, which in some ways I miss. In most ways I don't, because really, who used that for more than like the first 10 minutes you took it out of the box? No thanks. The original PS1 controller with the DualShock. The original DualShock controller. This one's also gonna get an awesome. I don't think I really touched on the design of the controller when I was talking about the PS4 much, but I like that the control sticks are in the same place. They're evenly spaced from each other, and so are all the buttons. It's great. Sure, it's wired, but this was actually my first USB controller because I bought the PS1 Mini, the PS1 Classic, you know, the competitor to the SNES, to the NES Classic. I bought it because I was like, I'm interested and I can play Final Fantasy VII because I forgot emulators fucking exist. But at the time, also, my computer wasn't that great. Now it's fantastic. But at the time, it was like running anything past Nintendo DS would be like, there were a lot of risks you were taking involving the computer and its heater, because its fan, its cooling system. But yeah, so I really like this a lot, even if it also doesn't work a ton. Again, a lot of things just aren't built for like it makes me wonder, like, are gamepads just bad? Because everyone's always been telling me, oh, get a gamepad, use it. And then I plug this shit in and it's like, error, did not register, did not read. I can literally only use this on like Visual Boy Advance. It pisses me off. But on Visual Boy Advance, it's great. And the few other games I can manage to use it on, which is not many, which might be a problem with the software itself. But who knows, not me. But yeah, I think it's awesome because it has everything that the DualShock has, but also I enjoy it. And also I just kind of like this color scheme better, where it's like, it's just more fun with like the light gray. I like it. Switch Pro, I've actually never used this, but I'm gonna give it an okay because I've used the other Pro controllers and like they're fine. I don't really understand why people like lose their minds over it. Like, even when the Wii came out, I was like, I'm fine just using the Wii remote or like a GameCube controller. And that's what I would do. I would just use a GameCube controller. Because we're gonna get to the fucking GameCube controller. You fucking wait, dude. Original PS1 controller. Alright, I didn't even finish the thought, but that was basically it. It's fine. I'm not in love with it, but I know a lot of other people are, and I understand the purpose. It's just not really my thing. Original. Nah. I know, I just gave this one so many compliments, but it's really the joysticks that make the controller. Once we got the joystick revolution, I don't know how anybody could ever go back, because that was life-changing. And especially since it was two joysticks. Bitch. PS2 controller. Awesome. Literally everything that these two have put together minus the Bluetooth. Love it. And also a lot of good memories of like PS2 games. And it's just a good controller. It feels good. It feels great. I really feel like Sony was ahead of the game in terms of like making controllers that felt good in your hands. And I feel like a lot of other games a lot of other companies sort of lagged behind it until which like it does make me sad that like now the Xbox and the PS4 are kind of exactly the same. Nintendo's still doing whatever the fuck it wants, because of course it is. But it makes me sad that we don't have as much ingenuity, but the cost of getting consistent, comfortable controllers, I will accept. Never buy Core Hydration, by the way. This water's dog shit. I bought it because I was out yesterday and I was curious, but when am I going to learn? Any water that's like perfectly balanced, pH purified water, electrolytes and minerals for taste, it's going to taste like ass. Poland Spring. You are everything. You are my everything. Okay. Next up, we actually need a new tier for this. And this is gonna be purple. Oops, I hate this fucking website. Hallelujah. The GameCube controller is the best controller in gaming history. That is not hyperbole. That is not an exaggeration. This controller defined the game. I don't care if Sony did it first. This was wonderful. First of all, the color variations, the purple with the clear on the back, that was everything, honey. The bright and bouncy buttons. I love that C stick more than anything. And the Z button. Beautiful. I know I gave these three, all the praise for being like, oh, the joysticks are evenly placed apart. But the C stick is for a completely different purpose. The C stick gets to sit down there because it's different texture, it's different use. The C stick, and it's literally called the C stick for camera. Are you kidding me? It was just great. Everything about this was great. Am I completely blinded by nostalgia? Yes, absolutely. But this controller defined my childhood, and it defined everyone's childhoods. The GameCube was the height of gaming, and no, I will not take criticism on this. Next, NES controller. Dog shit. Everything that's wrong with the SNES controller, but now make it square and with fewer buttons. And I know, it's like, oh, well, it was like the first controller. Bitch, that shit's sharp. Who just makes a plastic rectangle and hands it to a child and is like, fuck you, bitch. Have fun. Enjoy your shitty ass fucking Mario Bros, bitch. The worst. The worst thing ever. Peridot. N64 controller. Dog shit. Now this one's actually going to upset people because a lot of people really love it. I cannot stand it. Why does it have 3 protrusions? Why is there only one joystick and why is it in the middle? Why do I have to like hold, who designed this? Why is the trigger on the back, but like it's on the back in the middle? Why not just put that like on the side? And then like the L and R button, are there even L and R buttons? I can see like 2, but I don't even know what's on this controller. The 4 C buttons for no reason, and I know I was just like, yeah, just switch. But like the thing is that the D-pad and the face buttons serve completely different purposes, and you still have the second joystick. What the fuck are these C buttons? And then we get like an A and B beside it. Do we need that many buttons? And I know I just gave the GameCube all this praise, but like it's because the C buttons really only had to serve like 1 to 3 purposes, and they had to serve all of them because that was just the majority of what was on the controller. They couldn't even be used to control the camera, and that's why everyone is like the N64 camera is dog shit. Yeah, it is, because all the controls that you were given to control it with, you can't use. And I just hate the joysticks in the center. Even if it's like basically the same joystick as the GameCube, it's like, why is it there? Put it on the right. Now, if I like have to switch from the joystick to the C buttons or the face buttons, I have to take my hand off the controller and move over to the other side. Unless I'm fucking reaching over, which you're not going to be doing with fucking baby hands. You're not even going to fucking do it with adult hands. It's a huge inconvenience to the player, and as a design, I don't know why this was made. It looks like a fucking spaceship. No thanks. I don't care how cute and colorful your face buttons are. Ass. Dreamcast controller. So I want to call it meh, but again, blinded by nostalgia. I love these colorful face buttons. I love the Dreamcast Mini or whatever it was called, that little shit that went in there. I would pull that shit out all the time because I thought it was like I would be playing fucking Tomb Raider. I would play Tomb Raider and I would like play it and I'd plug that shit in and I would see like Lara Croft's face and I'd be like, whoa, can I play the game like on the mini so I can like take it to school and stuff? And then I'd pull it out and the whole thing would turn off. And I'd be like, what the fuck? I don't know how to, and I was fucking like 4 or 5 at the time. I didn't know what this fucking said. I don't even know how this came into my life. And it was like a very short-lived part of my life too, because I feel like I had it, and then later I asked my parents, I was like, where's my Dreamcast? And they were like, it broke. But I didn't break it. I barely remember touching it. What the hell? but I love the cute face buttons. I like that there's only one joystick, like the Nintendo 64 controller, but it's put in a place that's reasonable, and it's above the D-pad, which means that your D-pad in fucking 20 whenever this came out was not your primary source of movement. It's phenomenal. It's great, and the Chow Garden was everything. Ignore the fact that I spent most of my Chow Garden days, and by most I mean literally all. I don't even think I owned a single Sonic game on the Dreamcast. I spent most of my Chow Garden days in the fucking GameCube era Sonic Adventure 2 battle. I love you more than life itself, because this was the moment. This was everything. Wii Remote. We're gonna give it a grape, actually. Maybe it's because I was at the appropriate age to start using this, so I didn't have any problems with it. But I will acknowledge that it's definitely like a little obtuse, but I love this sleek, crisp, very 2000s, but still kind of modern design where it's like entirely white, but they were still like throwing gradients on everything, you know? Something about that clear A button, dude. It hit right. And the B button on it was just such a divergence from everything that I thought a controller should be and everything that everyone thought a controller should be, that it's like, it was weird and it was great and it was so easy to use. You can explain it, you can hand it to anyone. It was phenomenal in every single way, ignoring the fact that like the buttons were weird and random and like you couldn't really use it that effectively, and it had to motion controls were, well, actually, okay, so I'm a motion control sympathizer. I think they were great, but even I can acknowledge that they were at least like a weak point within the system, especially when you had to break out the fucking Wii Motion Plus, which I didn't get until I had like a fucking Wii U. It was obnoxious, and they were like, put this ugly ass plastic fucking rubber sleeve on it, and I do that, and it was the worst thing ever, and it felt awful. Did not like the Wii Motion Plus, ladies and gentlemen. Wii Sports Resort was the only reason I had it. Fuck that shit. But it was good. I liked it, and I liked Sonic Rider Zero Gravity a lot, and that was basically like the flagship title for me. That's a lie. It was actually Pokemon Battle Revolution. Obsessed. I was obsessed. Character creation, guys. I will lose 8 hours to that shit. And they let you dress up? Excuse me? I'm here for it. It was great. It was phenomenal. PS3. Awesome. Great. Now it's wireless. Phenomenal. Don't really have much else to say here. Wired Xbox 360 controller. Why is it wired? Why is it wired? Or maybe this is the original Xbox controller. I don't fucking know. But then what is this? What's this fucking blast from the past? Am I insane? No. I think this is a wired Xbox 360 controller. Why is it wired? It's 2008. It probably wasn't 2008. When did the Xbox 360 come out? 2004? I don't know. Xbox One controller. We'll give it a grape because it is, like, you know, I think I sang all its praises when we were talking about the PS4 controller, which is fucking funny as hell. But I hate Xbox. So it gets to sit below the tier that it belongs in. And that's our first tier list, ladies and gentlemen. And that only took half an hour. But basically, in short, for those of you who are just joining in, it's wired because Xbox controllers eat batteries. Ruckus. Peridot. Period. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. But unfortunately, it's ugly. So you lose points, mister. But yeah, for those of you who are just joining us, GameCube controller supremacy, also Sony supremacy. I hate the N64 controller with a passion. It's ass. Also, welcome to the stream, Zen. Hello. You're just in time. We literally just finished our first tier list. Okay, yo. If you want to tell people about my controversial opinions, you can screenshot this because I am not wasting storage space on fucking this. NTY. Let's see who's next. Oh, excuse me. What are some other fun things we can do? Video games, just in general. Every video game, every single one. Next page. Minecraft. Ooh, Minecraft generated structures. We could do that. Sagas de videojuegos famosas. Ooh. Monster Hunter Iceborne. Didn't play that. 5.0 job tier list. I'm honestly down for that. We could do that. Every Mario game ever. All of them? Every single one? Let's go to the Genshin Impact. Let's do a Genshin Impact tier list. We'll do 2.0. Oh, I guess I already did this one. Reset. Because now there's some changes that have been made. So, I love when things fall out of my ears. When things fall out of my ears. Ooh, ooh. So our S tier is gonna be I love you. Our A tier is gonna be Pog moments. Our B tier is gonna be like swag, I guess. Our C tier is gonna be you're okay. And our D tier is gonna be awful. Awful, terrible. And then we'll introduce a row below it. Oh, it's gone. Add a row above. That was wrong, but we can just put it below. Then edit it to be like, I hate you. There we go. Oh, that's the same green. Wait, there's two greens, huh? Wait, so what color? Okay, there we go. I'm content with that. So first, Ether. Self-explanatory. Next, Albedo. Pog moment, I do love him. I am an Albedo Kinney because, you know, we're both artificial humanoids. But I don't like his big-ass forehead. Amber. She's okay. I kind of feel bad because she's ass. But, like, Amber mains are cool. I can appreciate an Amber main. They're my friend. Ayaka. I love you. Thank you for coming home. I love you. You are so stupid broken and I love it. Queen and your alternate sprint. Barbara. So she would be Pog moment because I do like everything about her and she's very nice. But as much as I respect that her voice actress was like, I can't do this voice. It hurts. As much as I respect and understand that, and I'm very glad that instead of hurting herself, she said, hey, we need to make a change because I can't keep doing this. I do think the old voice was better, especially because it was like just a little raspy. You know, he was like, we can do it! Go, go, Baron Bunny! That's Amber. Let the show begin! Ugh. Like, you could literally hear her straining, but it was fun. It felt like Barbara was like, yeah, idol moment! It was good. And so, but the problem is that I wonder when Obvious taunts my big sister. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Da, 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 da. Shut up, girl. You can tell I used Barbara on my main team for a while, huh? Because I did, and she was insufferable. No thank you. Beto. Pog moment. I love her. She is Electro Mommy. Not for long. She's gonna get replaced. But like, I do also love that she is a lesbian ruler of Liyue. Which, have you guys noticed that? Every nation into that, every single one is ruled by two lesbians, or at least like overseen by two lesbians. Because there's Jean and Lisa, there's Ningguang and Beto, and then there's Ball and Sarah. Which, spoilers, Ball and Sarah are lesbians. Like, we knew this. Bennett. Swag, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm not a Bennett lover. He's cute, I guess. But, like, shut up. Shut up, dude. Oh my god. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble. Shut up. Everyone's always like, oh, baby, he's so sad. Shut the fuck up. I guess it's also just Bennett stands are annoying. Like, stop talking to me. Just put down the alt and go. Chongyun. I actually don't know how I feel about Chongyun. He's very not for me, I would say. Like, nothing about Chongyun really jumps out to me. I'm not like a Chongyun lover. But I wouldn't call myself like a Chongyun hater either. I just think he's fine. He's okay. Okay, so I guess he's okay. D-Luke. Actually, so as badly, and I don't even want him that badly anymore because it's looking like my main team is going to be changing. Although I like having Bennett on it. The only thing is like I wanted a team that I'd never have to change. And D-Luke was the only character who could go on that because I'm so fucking sick and tired of having to go into party setup every time I saw like crystals. And now it's even worse with amethyst lumps everywhere. Because I don't want to go into the party team and dig out my fucking Claymore user, which is Jinyan. And that's why I used Jinyan for so long, even if she was actively making my team worse. Not because Jinyan's bad. I really don't think she's awful. She's not great, but she's not awful. But the problem is that my team was built on creating elemental reactions. And so I had Xiangling on there for the longest time. And that was great. But the problem is that, like, after I switched to Jinyan because I was like, I want a Claymore and I don't have D-Luke and she's a Pyro Claymore, so she works out. And honestly, I didn't even really want D-Luke that badly just because of his, his giant fucking forehead. Dude, fix his face. Why is half of his head hair? It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate it. I hate the way he looks. Awful. But D-Luke is also, not only is he really good, but he's a Pyro Claymore with a focus on elemental damage. He creates a lot of Pyro, which is great because, my team was a Pyro, 2 Electros, and a Cryo. So I could get overloaded and Superconduct really easy. And granted, that Superconduct worked out great in Jinyan's case, but also would have worked out great in D-Luke's case. And in D-Luke's case, I also would have been able to take advantage of Melt. And also, he's just better. Even if I will say that Jinyan is not as bad as people say she is, D-Luke is still miles better and one of the best characters in the game. He's phenomenal. But I can't stand him. I just can't. I do not like this man. But it's okay. I think he's funny. But I can safely say that most interactions with him in the story I did not enjoy. Diona, I don't like her. I don't like the way she's shaped. I don't like her weird calico tail. I don't like her abusive dad. I don't like that she's serving alcohol, even though she is like 12. And honestly, I just actively dislike most of the children characters with the sole exception of Klee, who we're going to get to. I don't like her. I don't like her shields. I don't like that she's... I don't like her like weird baby talk thing. I don't like that she's a cryo archer. That's annoying. It's upsetting. Fischl, I love you. Literally the best written character in all of Genshin Impact. Especially now, because you have to think about, wow, Ball gave her that vision, but given the chance, Ball would take it away, and then Fischl would fucking content warning for unaliving kill herself. She would pass away. That is the saddest fucking thing in the world. And it's awesome. Oh my god, so deep. I love Fischl with all of my heart and soul. She is everything. I would be a Fischl main if like Oz didn't work so well for generating elemental orbs. Ganyu. Swag, I guess. I like her. I like it when she shows up in the story. I like her design a lot. I don't think she's for me because I think charge attacks are stupid and slow and dumb. But I like her aesthetic. And I like her character. And I don't know, she's pretty. I like the soft blue. Hu Tao, I love you. I love her like... Actually, no. I don't know. The way that her character quest is written is just weird. But I think I came out of it still like, yeah, Hu Tao's great. And the depth that it gave her character. I came out of it and I was like, on Hu Tao. But then after I thought about it, I was like, no. No, I like Hu Tao. She's someone who takes her job seriously and is like, death. And also she's just funny and cute. She also has the best fucking character theme song in her like demo video. It's poggers. I love Hu Tao. Jean. We'll give her swag, I guess, too. I do like, again, I like her character. I like her summer skin a lot, actually. Like, I think I actually like it more than Barbara's, as much as I adore Ducky Purse. I'm just like, I'm also not blown away by anything Jean does, even if she's one of the few sword characters to have a different uh, charge attack. Because most of them just do like a 2, but she does like the upward stab. I like that for her a lot. And she's fun to use. Launching people in co-op is something I've seen people do, which is fun. But ultimately, I don't think she's doing like anything super like new or fun or anything that makes her appealing to me personally, aside from the fact that she's a lesbian and a mom. Uh, but like she's pretty good. I like her, and I did use her for a little while, which was fun. Kaya, also okay. I really do not care about this man. I don't know what other people see in him. Like he's like kind of funny, but like honestly, he's just kind of mean. Oh, excuse me. For like no reason. I don't know why everyone is like Kaya boner. Like he's just a dude. He's just kind of like a mean dude. Although melanated, I can appreciate and respect that as a melanated individual. Like look at this. Where are you? Where's the color? Where is it? It's right here. So respect for that. I don't actively dislike Kaya. I just am not. I don't see what other people see in him. Kuching, my main, she's everything. She is the best character in this game. I don't care what you say. She is fantastic and phenomenal, and I love her. I love her so much. And for sword, I can't wait for a Primordial Jade Cutter rerun, so that way I can give her the Primordial Jade Cutter, and then I can put that black sword on something else. Although I might keep the black sword on her. Just because like the black sword is really good, and like especially when I'm like stupid and I do put together a team that doesn't have a healer, it keeps her alive. Because healing in Genshin Impact has to be a huge fucking pain in the ass, regardless of like who's doing it. But I love her. I love her character. I was actually subscribed to her English voice actor on YouTube when she only had like 1,000 subscribers, because she did a lot of Aikatsu covers. And so I was fucking shocked, first of all, when I like went to her like behind the voice actors page, and it said that she had like all these like big profile acts. And I was like, this is the same girl who's doing like Aikatsu covers. She doesn't do them anymore, but like she used to. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. My ears are fucking disgusting, dude. Oh, hold on. Where'd I go? I'm back. I just went to clean out my ears really quick because I was like, they are so itchy and I keep scratching my throat, but I can't like get in there with like just whatever I have on hand. I need to go get a Q-tip. And then I got a Q-tip. And I actually just bought Q-tips because I've been telling myself for like 3 months. I'm like, you have to go to the store and get Q-tips. You have to go to the store and get Q-tips. Because you keep forgetting to get Q-tips and you need Q-tips really badly so you can clean out your ears. So I know that's not how you're supposed to do it, but it's like I don't have access to like an ear pick right now, dude. I need to like I need something. I need anything. Cause and I know the doctors always tell yourself like go in there and like don't go in there. That's what they say. They say don't go in there. You just take some soap and some water. And it's back. Okay, maybe I'm just having an allergy attack. But they say don't go in there. Just while you're bathing, take a towel, take a washcloth, and like rub around it, and like dab the inside with some soap and water. That's it. Don't touch it. Let a professional do it because you're gonna puncture your eardrum. But like I don't understand how people like go in there. Like they're like there's only an inch of space between like the outside like your ear hole and the eardrum. So you're super in danger of like puncturing it. But I'm like an inch is a lot of space, dude. How do you go in there and like puncture an eardrum? You have to like go in there, like all the way. That's like a whole thing. Like I can't even get like maybe even like a third of an inch in there without like gently brushing against some sensitive skin and freaking out. Or usually it's impacted earwax because I know. Because I'll think like, oh shit, that must be my eardrum. I gotta pull out, which I guess is a great safety mechanism. But then like the doctor will go in there and he will fuck what I thought was my eardrum up. He'll be like, and it'll be like, yeah, it was a piece of impacted earwax. Yeah, it was a piece of impacted earwax that got stuck on the inside of your ear. And I'm like, gee, thanks, doc. I guess I don't need to be as worried about it. And like, it's true, I really don't. But like, you know, of course, I still don't want to like go too deep in there. But also, I like physically can't. Like, maybe my ears are weird, but like, I feel like my ear canal like curves. Like, I feel like I go in there and I have to maneuver the Q-tip like in and like around a like 90-degree curve to like get any deeper. And obviously, you know, I don't want to get any deeper in there in case I end up hurting myself. But it's still something I think about a lot. You know, you never know what's going to happen inside of your ear holes. And you never know what's going to happen inside of most of your holes. But, like, I like to at least keep track, you know, of what goes on inside my holes. You know? Okay, let's keep going. Klee Pog moment. She's a catalyst, and like I've played as her, and like she is in fact slower than a Claymore, which is the main reason I don't play or like a lot of Claymore characters. I know I just said I had G9 on my team for a while, but that was really a necessary evil. Now I just kind of live with it, and I do the party switching thing, but I don't like it. I want you to know that. But she's cute. She is funny. She is meme material. She sounds mad ethnic when she says she ain't trying to deshell a crab all day. I love that she's a domestic terrorist. I want a playable Alice so bad. Oh my god. I love her and her mom. They're great. Bombs away. Lisa. She's okay. I like her personality. She's fine. I don't really think she's a good character. Although I do see some people being like, Lisa is super good at DPS. And I'm like, I don't want to go through the effort to make her good. Because I don't like how she feels or plays. Especially her like E or her Q, both of them. I don't like either of them. Not my favorite. Lumine, the best character in this entire game. Fuck everybody else. Mona, Pog moment. You know what? I'm getting another Q-tip. Hold on. Okay, I have a Q-tip now. We're good. Also, if you're wondering what that beep was, my Digivice just came in. I put in a pre-order for the Digimon X, like, literally the day before it came out. So I shouldn't have been shocked at all when, like, my order got delayed, but I was still like, because I thought I was being so smart too. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna pre-order the day before, and then it'll be like it just got here. But no, it's Bandai, so of course there was a delay. Which it wasn't a big deal, but it wasn't a small deal. I was like slightly upset. Not like super upset, but I was like a little upset. But especially because it then said, oh, it's gonna be there in August, and I was like, did not like it. Ningguang. You know what? Swag, I guess. I like that she's like a bad bitch, rich boss woman, rags to riches queen. I like her color scheme. I like her aesthetic. I like that she used to be a 5-star in the beta, which is a fun fact, by the way. In the beta, she was a 5-star. She deserved better. And I like that she is a lesbian. But, like, I don't like playing as her. I don't get it. I'm not a fan. Noelle. Also swag, I guess. I think she deserves more love, and Noelle mains are cool. And I think she is good. I'm just not, like, in love with her, you know? She's one of those characters who's solidly there. Chi-Chi. I actually don't like her very much, but she's a very good healer. She's been carrying my team for a very long time. She puts in a lot of hard work and dedication, and I respect it. And she is a good healer. Especially once I got, like, at least a couple, because, like, I was using, like, a bunch of 4-star Maiden Beloved artifacts on her, because I just took them off my Barbara and put them on her, because I really had nothing else, and now she's, like, slightly upgraded. I think she still has, like, 2 Maiden Beloved, because that domain keeps giving me fucking Viridescent Venerer, and I don't want Animo. I don't play any Animo characters. I had Jean for, like, a little bit, and her set is, like, full. I also have Sucrose, which we'll get to, which I like Sucrose. I like Sucrose. She's great for gathering dandelion seeds and Swirl. I should use her more often. I'll probably build the team comp around her eventually, but she's just not near the top, because I still have to get Ayaka and Yanfei to 80, and they're a whole episode. Razor. I'm sorry. I know it's blasphemy. I know it is. I know it is. I just don't jive with this man. He's like, the one time that I felt like any sort of pang of positive emotion towards Razor is when he's in your house and, like, you teach him how to speak better English, and so he starts using, like, particles and, like, speaking with proper grammar, and it's like, oh my god, oh, he's learning, oh, that's genuinely sweet. I like that. I don't hold any hostility towards Razor. I'm just not really into him on any level. Sucrose. Pog moment. I love her. The problem is that she's a catalyst. And at the end of the day, every catalyst has to suffer from catalyst auto aim and feel like ass. They just feel awful. The only catalyst that feels good is Yanfei, and it's because there's so much bounce to her attacks. It's like, it's the same thing with Klee, where it's like, sure, they're not acting like a typical catalyst, but they're still, like, there's a lot of bounce. There's a lot of feedback to their actions. Child, I want to like him more. And I don't as actively dislike Child as that may have portrayed. But the thing is that Child fans are so annoying. And they're like, Child's so hot. No, he's fucking not. He's a ginger. Why do you want to fuck that? Get out of my face. Venti. Swag, I guess. He's fine. I want him. I think he's cute. I had, like, a Venti Kinney moment, and I like a lot of his story moments. That was scary. That my water bottle just popped. But I don't think Venti is, like, I'm not in love with him. I want him. Actually, you know what? No. We'll put him in Pog moment. I like his playstyle. I like him as a character. He deserves better. Zhangling. Pog moment also. I love her a lot. She's great. She carried my team. She probably will still carry my team because, like, she might go back on it. Because as much as I like Bennett as, like, an attack booster, Xiangling was way better for getting those elemental reactions going and just overloaded constantly. But like, I really can't neglect Bennett's damage output whatsoever. And also his energy recharge is like way higher than Xiangling's ever was. But like, Xiangling is still good, and I like her character a lot. I like Guoba. Her character quest is very fun and funny. It's awesome. I enjoy Xiangling. Xiao. This is another thing where it's like the fans are annoying, but like I don't actually like Xiao at all. But the fans just make it worse because they're like, Xiao, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Jingcho. I love him. And his bangs. Witness the power of Guhuang. Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse. I just like him. I like that he's a total weeb otaku bitch. And I like that he invented rap battles with Hu Tao. And I like that he wrote a manga with Albedo. It's great. Xinyan. She deserves better. I'll say that. She deserves more of a moment. I like her. I played her a lot. But the problem is there's just not a lot to her besides being Southern. Zhongli. I actually don't know where I put Zhongli. We'll put him in swag, I guess. Because like, I like him, and I would say I like him about as much as I like Venti. I'm just not a Geo person. He's fun to play. Actually, you know what? No, we'll give him a Pog moment. As I go through my mind, I'm like, there's a lot of pros to him. Rosaria. I like her. I like that she's a bitch. I like that she's like bar potatoes. I don't like her. She's good. I don't like how sexual everything she does is. I don't like that she's a physical character, which I know she runs all the way up here. But the thing is, like, Eula has like so many problems stacked on top of each other. I don't like her design. I don't like her big ass forehead. I don't like her lipstick. I don't like claymores. I don't like how everything she does, she has to like do like 7 flips in and out and back and forth on top of each other. I'm just not a fan of like anything. She's just such straight bait. Yanfei. Amazing, amazing. I'm a Yanfei Kinney. As much as I'm an Albedo Kinney, I'm even more a Yanfei Kinney. She is everything I aspire to be and more. I love her, 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 I love her. She's the reason I'm a Pyro Catalyst. She's fantastic. Kazuha. He's okay. I have no strong feelings for or against him. I like was kind of into him, and like the quest before Inazuma, I was into him. But like I had to kind of accept that he's just kind of another Albedo, because they're both like quirky, detached pseudoscience characters who are like really interested in experimentation and the nature of the world and how things work. Even if like their individual character notes are different, the broad strokes can be largely the same, aside from the fact that Albedo's not really suffering from any major loss. He's just kind of, and also they just kind of look the same. And the same goes for Aether too. Like, I'm tired of these like pretty white boys. I do like that he's Lidl though. That's fun. Yoimiya. So I would put her higher, but then I did her trial quest, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I just don't really like how she plays. I think maybe I'm just not a Pyro Archer person. I don't think she's bad. I don't think she's not fun, and I like her character a lot. But just playing her, not married to the idea at all. Especially because like her energy recharge is so ass. Like, and granted, you know, I was playing, it was a trial quest. Of course, the enemies are going to be like reasonably easy. But I would say an issue is also like I would bring out Fischl, so that way I could summon Oz, so I could start generating more elemental particles, and like Oz was dealing more damage than she was. And it's like, is she a DPS? I don't know what her role is, but like, maybe I was doing something wrong, but I feel like when you're putting a character in a trial quest, you kind of want to show them off and play as them, not use their elemental skill and switch to your main DPS. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Sayu, is she in the game yet? I haven't met her. Maybe she is. I haven't done the second part of the Archon quest yet, where it's like we do the spoiler fight. I should probably do that soon, but like the thing is, like once I got spoiled for it, it kind of killed my motivation to like keep going, because like now I'm like, well, even though I don't really know what happens, I kind of know what happens. But like the big thing was spoiled for me, and so now I'm just like, meh. That, and also I just don't want to. I don't like Inazuma like in general. I don't like how creepy everything is. There's like all these foggy areas that are scary. It's always rainy and stormy everywhere. And I know the point is like, oh, do the quest to clear the weather. But like, first of all, there's always going to be some areas where you can never clear the weather. Like, and I don't like that weird spooky ship that's just in between Watatsumi Island and Kanarizaka. I don't like it at all. It's very scary. And I don't like any of the other areas or places where there's like just random storms for no reason. Actually though, Watatsumi Island isn't that bad, because like I went there and like even though it is constantly storming, it doesn't reduce your visibility at all. I can still see like very far in the distance, except that one fucking hell place where the fog is as thick as Wuwang Hill. I do not like it. I do not like it. If any character I want ever needs marionette cores, I am quitting the game. I've had enough. I'm not doing that. No, thank you. But Sayu, I based on what we've seen of her leaks, I like her. I like that she's Sonic the Hedgehog's. Oh, there's two Kazuhas. Haha. Ball. I know she's evil. I know she's literally the worst person. I know. You don't have to remind me. I know I literally just said that Fischl would unalive if Ball were to take her vision away, and Ball was literally the person who gave her vision. But I can't dislike her. Her ult is literally the coolest thing in this entire game. Fuck Kuching. Fuck Zhongli. Fuck every bitch who we thought had a cool ult. She is the moment. She is everything. I love her and I would live and die by her. Sarah. I like her as a character a lot, and I like her individual design quirks and notes, but she very much feels like a 4-star, which is maybe good because she is, but everything about her, I'm just like, okay, is that it? Because not only is the problem that she's an Electro Archer who has to share her space with Fischl, even though Fischl is more of like a support DPS, and she's more, I think Sarah is maybe supposed to be more of a main DPS. She just doesn't really do anything interesting besides like the Black Wing stuff. Like, her E is just a short distance teleport backwards, which like is good, I guess. But first of all, it doesn't even take you that far back. And then on top of that, that's all it does. Like, I think it does like a burst of Electro and that's about it. But like all it does is just move her back. And then her Q, you know, it's cool because like she gets the wing. There's like a big lightning strike, but that's it. That's just it. I don't even know why we made that. I hate you. Kokomi. I also like her. If there's one thing I miss, it's that her other design was a little bit more like visibly Inazuman. But also I kind of like that not every character in Inazuma has to wear like a kimono, you know? Like she's not wearing like traditional Inazuman attire. She's literally just like a mermaid because that's her whole thing. And I love her for it. And as maybe all over the places her design can feel, I think it works out great. Although it is unfortunate that she is a catalyst and another healer, because not only does that put Barbara in the fucking ground, it's just boring because we have 4, 5 hydros. Yeah, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't only be 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, child, 5. We have 5 hydros in the entire game, and 3 of them are catalysts. We just proved you wrong. That's 5. God. Well, there's only 4 in the game right now, but there's 5. There will be 5. Child doesn't exist. Child exists. Child exists. But yeah, because Child's a bow. Barbara's a catalyst, Mona's a catalyst, and now Kokomi's a catalyst. They're all hydro, and like 4 of them are supports. Although I think I heard something about Kokomi's DPS being good, and you know, Vaporize is always going to be good. But like, those are all support characters. Like, bro, give us offensive hydro besides Child. Who, like, Child's fine. I don't beef with Child's play. I think his playstyle is cool, and I think he's like fine as a character. It's like as like a character to play, even if I don't like him as a character. Although I do think it's funny how, like, you know, he almost commits this massive act of terrorism against Leeway, and then later we're looking after his baby brother. That's funny to me. Maybe I should put him a little higher. Oh no, but Child fans, I don't want to give them validation. Yeah. But I like her, and I like her fish, and I like her jellyfish. They're fun. And Aloy, you are shattering my immersion. I want to like her. I want to like her. I don't like that her bow only works. Even if her bow's not that good, I don't like that it only works on PS4, PS5. Why is she here? If she doesn't have a perfectly fitting in-game backstory, I'm going to riot. I'm going to be so upset and hurt. It's not going to be a fun experience for anyone. I hate her. And I think that she looks weird and ugly. But, I think that's it. Oh, I forgot. We're still set up for, fucking, a karaoke stream. Oops. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was a really fun. I really didn't think we'd only get through 2 tier lists, but of course, I feel like I want to explain my opinions. I don't want to just be like, ooh, these go here. You're never gonna find out why, except, you know, someone. Oh, you can't see it. Someone. But that was still a lot of fun. It was like really chill, really fun. Didn't have to like commit too much mental effort to anything, and we were still able to talk and have a discussion. I think everything that we did today was great and fantastic, and I can't wait to do this more often and like really vary up my content. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next stream next Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Bye bye. Sayonara. Jane.